Ladies and gentlemen, now we got a response to Spider-Ham's sizzling summer sale, the situation going on there, and I was watching this drop in real time, and I have never seen a Discord post hit 100 middle fingers so incredibly quickly, dude. So, to summarize this response, Kabam have basically said, this sale is about spending money, please spend money, and we're going to give you more things. There is good news in this post. If you are planning on spending money, you have already spent a lot of money on this sale, or you had the sale bugged where you already spent money, but you didn't have the right offers unlocked if you're affected by that one as well. So if you're in any of those camps, there is good news here. If you are in the camp of you were waiting to see if they would do anything substantial because some players were able to get all of the offers and bundles, and I think those players, to the best of my understanding, basically hit like a double jackpot here, right? Of they already got all of this stuff, and now they're going to get loads more things, right? So those players outrageously up after the release of this post. But yeah, to summarize, that is essentially how I interpret this response from Kabam, right? This is a sale. They have said, it's time to spend, baby, spend. And if you spend a lot of things, we're going to give you even more things, so it makes it feel less painful that you've had to spend all the units. Basically, my digestion of this post. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's go through it. Right, Spider-Ham Summer Sale, bundle restoration, and bonus rewards is how they're framing this one. Greetings, Summoners. We wanted to provide another update on the remaining issues surrounding Spider-Ham Summer Sale. Following the price fixing earlier in the event, several Summoners had their build your own bundle purchase limits reset. So this was 40 minutes in when the fix went live. People that were already halfway through the offers then had the offers reset at higher prices, right? So this affected some people, and also not everybody had the discount. So some people just had the offers reset, and they've had to spend more in order to unlock the higher tier offers there. This created an inconsistent and frustrating experience alongside some lower progression summoners receiving additional value that others could not. To address both of these issues, we'll be taking two steps. Number one, any unit offers that were purchased at the correct price before the reset will be unlocked again for impacted summoners, allowing them to complete the purchases they had already earned access to. So this is addressing the bug where people did not have the ability to access offers that they had already qualified for. That's the first one. We're also going to be sending out additional rewards based on progression to all eligible summoners based on the total number of units they spent on the event offers during the sale, helping ensure that players who participated in the sale as intended receive comparable value. These rewards are cumulative, meaning if you spend 20,000 units, you will earn all 4 tiers. The Paragon to Elder is 5,000 units spent on this sale, 50 empowered Grace Crystals, 10,000 units spent is a Greater Empowered Crystal, 15,000 units spent is a Greater Empowered Nexus Crystal, and 20,000 units spent is 1 Elder Greater Empowered Nexus Crystal. We opened a couple of these on the channel over the weekend. These are the double, you pick one of 3 7-star Ascended Champion and you get 2 tokens there. So overall, for people that spend, this is a pretty good chunk of Ascension things, right? But again, it's behind all of the units spent on this sale. And then kind of below, for Thronebreaker and below, they're just down bad. They are just down. There's no other way. 5,000 7-star shards, a 7-star crystal, a couple of titans, you know. Just in comparison to the Paragon to Elder, obviously those are the much spicier one there. So we expect the bundle restoration to make its way to impacted summoners this afternoon, and we will have more details on timing regarding the extra reward distribution as soon as those details are finalized. We know the issues surrounding this event have not met the standards you expect. Thank you for your patience while we've worked through these issues, and we'll continue to provide updates as the remaining items are resolved. So, I am just curious, like, what this last line exactly means, if there's going to be anything else addressed. Obviously, this one, there's still a lot of players very frustrated, but they weren't able to get the value of other players for the very low amount of units. I think also reading this as well, if you're in that situation where you missed out on that one because you weren't early to the party, and then seeing, okay, well, not only all of that stuff they got, but like this as well, dude, it's like, it's a lot of things, right? So that's kind of added a lot of fuel on the fire from that perspective and POV. That's why we have a look at the reactions. You know, we got like 239 middle fingers up. There are obviously some summoners that are happy to see some bonuses coming their way. So you've got 46 thumbs up, there's 25 hearts, but I will say the overall reaction is one of extreme dissatisfaction from the majority of people on Discord right now. There are 92 clown emojis, 58 poo emojis, so people are just, yeah, not happy about this at all. Kabam, they've clearly chosen a very particular hill to die on with the sale, and it's like, this is a summer sale. If you want the things, people got lucky, and they got a bug. It happened. If you want more things from this sale, here are more things. Here is more value. If you are spending on this sale, if you are not spending on the sale, you get nothing. It is pretty much the approach there. I feel like they could have thrown the rest of the community a bone with something of significant value around like the 1,000 units price point. It's kind of my initial reaction, but I'm still not too sure if that would satisfy, because I think this is again a really difficult situation, because even if they were to do that, right, it's still nowhere near the full package of everything that certain summoners were able to access during the first, 40 minutes of the sale. So I really don't have a perfect solution. Once again, I think this is a really difficult situation to navigate overall, because there are different sides to it. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below, because, yeah, I can definitely see, dude, I can completely understand why the majority of players are absolutely pissed right now, because this, just further adds more, like, FOMO, right? You're missing out on these crazy whale compensation rewards because you were not in the lucky 40-minute golden window. And we've seen this happen before. We saw it happen last December, I believe, with the basic crystal update, and that felt so bad, dude. When they got the wrong pulls and they just refunded everybody that was in that golden lucky window all of the crystals back. So they got to double up there, and that was absolutely insane. And then they just moved on from it. So I will say, I actually wasn't expecting this response from Kabam today. I thought they would kind of just be silent and move on. But what they decided to do was double down on the spenders. They said this event is about the spenders. It's about people spending units. And what we're going to do is we are going to give incentive and reward back to those that have spent, and also provide more incentive for people to spend on this event. This is how I understand the post and the stance that Kabam decided to take here, dude. But yeah, there's no doubt, dude. This it's still a mess, boys. It is still an absolute mess. But let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on all of this. And if you did enjoy the breakdown today and my ramblings, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. But aside from that, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.